Grand Teton National Park. One of my favorite national parks ever. Awesome place to explore. Tons of wildlife. Sunsets are awesome. This is some of the elk that we saw during the elk rut in September. But what are the three campgrounds on the northern end of the park? Flagg Ranch, Sheffield Campground, and Colter Bay. What do they look like if you're thinking about camping here so you're close to Yellowstone? Yellowstone might be completely full, you can't get in there. Or maybe you're looking for amenities for your RV where you can plug in that Yellowstone typically doesn't have due to dry sites. So I'm going to share with you Flagg Ranch, Sheffield Campground, which is dry camping, first come first served basis, and Colter Bay. Quick drive through of each of these campgrounds on the northern end of the park, so you get a feel for what it looks like if you're actually visiting this area, and you can plan accordingly. This is Flagg Ranch. It's got gas, general store, has lots of cabins. Some of them have electricity, and some of them are dry cabins without electricity, but it gets you out of the elements. You can see these cabins here in the woods have electricity, and then briefly here, I'm going to show you some cabins that do not have electricity that get you out of the elements if you're coming up here and camping. This campground is the closest campground to Yellowstone. So if you're trying to go into Yellowstone, this might be a good option for you. They also have a lot of amenities here, showers and whatnot. So you're not really roughing it if you don't want to rough it. So we'll do a quick drive through here of the campground. You'll get to see what it looks like. Maybe this is a great option for you, like I said. Cabins here on the left are the dry cabins, no electricity. They're pretty cool, right? You get out of the elements, which might be a great option for many people. And you can stay dry and not have to deal with the, setting up a tent, taking down a tent. If it's raining, you're out of the elements and whatnot. And then there's a lot of RV sites in here with electricity, which is pretty nice if you're looking for full hookups where you can get your electricity and have all your amenities you want with your RV. So let's take a quick drive through and I'll show you what the campground looks like. And then we'll move on down to Sheffield. So if we head south, you come across the Snake River here, which is going to take you near Sheffield. Great place, though, to put your boat in if you got a boat or you want to go fly fishing. Make sure you follow all the park rules here. You got to get your vessels checked before getting in the water. Cool beaver lodge right there at the bridge, which was kind of fun to see. But this river dumps into the Jackson Lake further downstream, so be fun to take a trip down there one day, but I haven't done that yet. So Teton National Forest, Sheffield Campground here, Sheffield Creek Campground. What does this dirt road look like trying to get you back into this campground? This is dry sighting, first come first served basis. I'm going to speed up the video here. So if you're pulling a rig down this dirt road, you get a feel for what it might be like trying to get back into here. There is a bridge that you go across here that has a creek running underneath it, as you can see right here. So let me know, would you get your rig down this road? I think it's not too bad, but if it's muddy or wet, might be questionable. This campground is open from May through September. Here it's a not very big campground, only 10 sites. Take you around the loop here of what this campground looks like. Maybe this is an option for you. Good chance that maybe you can get a spot in here when the others are full. you can see, vault toilets at this campground. This is going to be more roughing, but you got lots of space between sites. Might be a great option. More my type of camping than Flagg Ranch. So let's head further south down to Colter Bay. Let's go across this bridge one more time. Show you what it looks like getting out of Sheffield Campground. Let me know, would you camp at Sheffield Campground? I really like that place. It's right near the Snake River. We're going to drive south down towards the Grand Tetons and Jackson Lake. There's some awesome views right at the northern end of Jackson Lake where you can see the Grand Tetons across the water. Great place to see pelicans if you take the time and just watch. So the last campground I'm going to show you is Colter Bay. I have a separate video on my channel that talks a lot more about Colter Bay. I'll leave a link in the description. This campground is huge. Tons of amenities at Colter Bay. General store, ranger station, marina. I kind of give you a quick overview of what all that looks like and what the campground itself looks like. There's an RV park in here as well as dry camping. I'm going to show you the dry camping. If you want more details, I'll leave a link in my description to another video that I created many years ago. So we're going to stop here. I'm going to show you what the dump station looks like, and then we'll move on to what the campsites look like.
Onto the water. I always don't like driving with my tanks full. I don't need the extra weight on the axle when driving. So I'm going to put a little bit of water in here. We've got 3 nights here. If you need to dump, there's a great spot inside the campground, away from the main dump area.
So Colter Bay consists of a bunch of loops. This is what the loops look like. You're on a street basically, just off of it camping, but then your table and whatnot is down in the trees. So you can see how we're camped here just off the road, but it still works. I love this campground.
Everything's hooked up. Picnic table, fire ring, bear box, and it's directly back into the woods.
So you can see the campground, even though you're on the road and you're camping in the woods, you get a pretty nice spot to eat your picnic and have a fire. Driving you into the main village here at Colter Bay, general store, laundry, even a restaurant where you can go get a nice meal. It has a ranger station and a marina, so you got everything you would ever want here. Let's go down to the marina here. You can see you can rent kayaks, or if you got your own kayak, just make sure you get it inspected if you got your own kayak. The water level here at Jackson Lake can vary from season to season depending on how much snow they got and how much water they need out in Idaho. But lots of water here in June. The views of the Grand Tetons on Jackson Lake, amazing. This is what you gotta watch out for near Colter Bay. Probably one of the highlights of my entire trip up here every summer is seeing Grizzly 399 here in her cub. Pretty amazing experience. But love Colter Bay, great place to just chill and relax. You actually have cell signal here, so you can call or use your Wi-Fi if you want to beam up through a hotspot. You could actually work from this place. So Grand Teton National Park, hopefully this video was helpful. Great place to go camp, and maybe it's your base camp for Yellowstone. So let me know what you think. If you camped any of these spots, what is your favorite campground? And to our next adventure, thanks for checking this out.